how much momentum and how quick you can create that momentum is a direct reflection of how simple it is to do your business. And guess what? Back then, it was extremely simple. At that time, the simplest service that we had ever offered, even going forward. So, a lot has happened over the last 27 years. Obviously, you guys know today we offer a wide and growing range of services that most of it, all of them create better opportunity than we had back in 1993. Today, we're in 27 countries around the world. For us to be in 27 countries, we had to launch our first country outside of the United States. And guess what? The first country, and in my opinion, the greatest country that we went into was our first international expansion, and that was the great country of Canada. It was a very exciting time. But here's why we're excited. Let me start moving forward here. I want you to know something. The reason we're so excited, after all the stuff I just shared with you, we're about to launch a new service with all of you, and you're about to hear it as leaders. And I will tell you this, that this service that you're about to hear, we had, instead of all those challenges that I mentioned you going against us, it's quite the opposite today. First of all, the service you're going to hear about, our timing could not be better. Instead of just participating in an existing industry, we are at the very beginning stages of an emerging industry, an industry that there's so much need for it, great need. And that means there's opportunity for us. And guess what? We have the solution. You're about to hear of a product that no one else is offering. And by the time you're done listening to this, you're going to get anxious because you're going to want to sign up immediately for yourself. Well, if that creates that feeling within you, guess what? It's going to create that same feeling within all of our potential customers that we're going to go after. We virtually have no competition. We have a solution that's absolutely incredible. And guess what? With all that being said, this is one of the simplest services you're ever going to see in ACN's history to sign someone up. What equals momentum? Simplicity. And you're going to see something exciting when you see how simple it is. Anyway, we're excited to announce to you Canada's newest product. It's called Titan. And to give you all the details and a demonstration of this product, I can't wait to introduce to you right now IDSEAL CEO Ron Sinai. Ron, it's all yours. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Tony. Good to be here. Great to be with all of you. Really appreciate the opportunity to share with you our new exciting product for Canada. Really thank you for the opportunity to be here with you. This is a really amazing product that the way it is, it doesn't exist anywhere, not only in the country, but anywhere in the world. The way we configured the product and put it together, it's something that you won't be able to find anywhere else. And I'm very excited because I can tell you that when we actually sat together and a while back, the product was developed in Israel, and we actually they took a group of hackers and asked them to see what do they do to hack into your computer. And all what they do when they track what you do, when they look at information, when they look into your desktop. And we took all that and they said, that's great. Now that that is done, what can be done right now to prevent that from happening? So this is the one-of-a-kind system that proactively and in real time helping you protect your privacy on your desktop, on your Android, on your tablet, on your Mac, on your iPhone. Obviously, some of the features are not available for iPhone and Mac because of the iOS system, and Apple does not allow us to really configure and integrate into their operating system. But I'm going to share my screen with you now, and I'm going to show you really what it is like. I'm going to do a demo, and I can't wait to show you. So what we're going to do now, when you log in, all right, when you log in, by the way, you will get, if you sign up for an individual, you'll get 4 devices to use, basically. So there's one plan, and you will get to use antivirus for 4 devices. You'll get to install the software that I'm going to show you for 4 devices. And you're going to get backup, cloud backup for 2 devices, up to 2 terabytes for both devices. And it's quite huge, everything you're getting. Again, you're getting the software you're going to see for 4 devices. You're getting antivirus for 4 devices. And you're going to get cloud backup, 2 terabytes for 2 devices. So when you first log in and download the software, what you're going to see is your dashboard. I'm going to talk to you about everything here in a minute, but let's start from the obvious. Few things you can do right when you log on. You can turn your camera protection on or off. In other words, when you turn it on, no one will be able to hack your camera, right? So this is not something that you cover your camera with a sticky, right? What we do, we actually cut the ports, meaning digitally, we go in and disconnect the port so no one can hack into your camera and see what you're doing in the room. Now, obviously, if you go on a Zoom call like we are now, we have to turn it off. Otherwise, there's no access to the camera, right? Microphone protection. Microphone is, you can turn it on and off. So if it is on, that means no one will be able to eavesdrop and to listen to what you're saying, right? So as you see it and you talk and your Facebook is open and it picks up things you're saying. So if you were to talk about, let's say, juice, you tell somebody, oh, I'm thirsty, I feel like having a juice. The next day, excuse me, you will receive and you will see ads for Jamba Juice. So turning it on will prevent anyone from listening to your microphone. And obviously, if you're on a Zoom call, you have to turn it on. Tracking, browsing protection, I'm going to show you in a few minutes a live demo. VPN, virtual private network. If you turn it on, you'll be able to have your own VPN. Anywhere you go, when you travel, you can put it on your cell phone, on your iPhone, on your tablet, on your Android, on your Mac, on your PC. And basically, you have your own VPN. You can choose any country you want. There's a list of many countries there. There's also a list of a lot of states you can choose from. And it's not only make the browsing experience safer, but in many cases faster. All right. So you can use it when you travel, when you're in hotels and you don't want to connect to the hotel network. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can go to Starbucks and turn your own VPN on, and you will be able to save to browse safely. In the ad blocker, I'm going to show you a live demo in a minute. When we look here, when we log into the system, first thing you can do, you can schedule regular scans or scan it manually. So what you're going to do is, let's say when you install it, we're going to do a scan now to see what we have on the computer. In other words, what the system is going to check now is to see a few things. First of all, we'll go item by item. Login credentials. What does that mean? Every time, by the way, when you install the system, anytime you can install it with a wizard or without. With the wizard, it will take you step by step through every part of the features and let you know what to do. Or it'll pop up a message here and you can get that message back anytime if you're not sure what to do here, okay? Login credential, anytime you log into a website that requires a password. Anytime you log into that device, no matter when you've done it, if you've done it today or last year or 5 years ago on that same device we're working on, right? What it will give you, and again, I chose to show the password so you can see, but of course you can choose to not show the password, right? Any website you went into, it's going to bring from the computer all the password and username you've ever had on that device. What you can do is you're going to take 1, 2, or all of the login credentials you have, and you're going to move it to a vault. Okay, the vault is hidden in the software, all right? So when someone hacks into your computer, steals your computer, logs into your computer when you left it on, or anyone that have access to your computer will not be able to find any of your login credentials. Not only not going to be able to find them, those credentials are being encrypted and scrambled. So we encrypt the information and then scramble it. So they won't be able to, even if they have access to that vault, they won't be able to see what's in there. Now, with the vault, when you're in the vault, you can go into the vault, and then again, you can see now in the vault what you have in there, and you'll be able to go in there and either delete information from there, or basically what you'll be able to do is protect them. In other words, you can export it to a file, right? A CSV file. You can export that to a CSV file and print it and save it in the safe. Also, you can delete it. So in other words, it will never be on the computer again. most people think, oh, if I delete it, I go to my cache and cookies, delete my password, it's going to be gone. Many times it's embedded in, and you won't be able to delete that. You can always use it as a password keeper, right? So you move everything to the vault, and when you go to look at it in the vault like you saw, you can go back to see your passwords. So you can maintain all your password in the safe. The personal information is when you basically log into your computer and you log into any website. Let's say you go shopping and you put in your phone number, your email, your address, and your credit card. Once that information is in, the computer will scan. You can do a scan, and basically what it will do, it will find out any information you may have left behind. So if somebody were to hack into your computer or steal it and they're able to get in, they won't be able to retrieve any of your data that is stored here. You'll be able to completely delete that. You will be amazed how many of those profiles are left behind on the computer. Once you install that, you will absolutely be floored and amazed by how many profiles you have on one computer. Now, before I show you the browsing track, I want to show you the documents. When you install the software will go through your device and find out any document that you have on the device that may be sensitive, right? So you'll go through and look for documents that may be sensitive with the information they carry. It could be medical release, it could be a fax you received, it could be anything that contains some information that may be sensitive. So I loaded some information here, and basically what you're going to do with that information, you can, let's say, take one of two of those, you can move them to the vault, right? And obviously I put the password ahead of time, it's encrypted now, and now this is my vault, right? At any given time, I can, when I want to work on a document, I can either move it, pick the document I want, and go right back into the vault. And it's going to ask me if I want to move it straight to the vault, or maybe not. Maybe I just want to move it to a different folder. So I can create another folder and move that document into it. In this case, I'm going to choose the original folder, and I moved it right to the original folder. You can also lock it, and obviously you can upload it or download it to anywhere else on that device, right? Now, good thing is, if you're on the computer and you have images, you don't have to, because the software works by algorithm and keywords and phrases, so it's trained, in other words, kind of an AI to do the work for you to add information so you can identify that. Now, if you have images and the software cannot identify images, very easy. What you can do is you right-click on the image, and it will say add to the vault. So if I go to any image, you can right-click it, and you're going to say add to IDSEAL Protect Vault, and you'll be able to add it directly into the vault. Here, I'm going to take a document from my screen, and we're going to be able to add it right into the vault, and the document pop right in there, and now it's in the vault directly without me having to find that document. So you can remove it from here, back to the desktop, back and forth between the desktop and the safe. And again, when the documents are here, you can identify them into the categories, you can add categories, and there's a lot of features that you can do to either manually do that or automatically the computer will identify all those documents. Now, remember, when the documents are in the safe, they are safe. In other words, they are encrypted and they are scrambled. So they're 100% protected in here. Now, a cool feature, what I wanted to show you we have is browsing track. So first of all, it will go back to any, from the day the computer is alive, it will go back to see all your browsing records. You can either you can view them, or you can just basically select all and delete them. Right? So there's going to be no browsing tracks ever. So it's going to take it from the cache of the cookies. It's going to delete everything you've had on that device. Now, I'm going to show you something very, very cool. What we have is we have tracking blockers and we have ad blockers. I'm going to show you something now. I'm going to open a website. Let's pick, and it's nothing no politics here, but I'm going to pick CNN, right? I'm going to reshare with you the CNN screen right now. And I want you to see what I'm seeing, right? So basically right now, you see the CNN screen and you see the commercial on the top, and you notice it's slow because it has to load a lot of banners, right? A lot of advertisement. So all these images, you can see, they're all up here, okay? And on the top, you see an image. Now I'm going to show you some really cool trick. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share the screen with you again of the software, and I'm going to pick back the software so you can see what I'm doing. I'm back at the software screen, and I'm going to turn ad blockers on, all right? Remember what you saw before. I'm going to turn it on. I press the button. It's going to turn my ad blocker on, right? Now let's see what happens. I'm going to go back. I'm going to reshare my screen with you, share another new the screen again for the CNN screen that you saw before, okay? Now, you see the ads here. I'm going to duplicate that so you can see what is the new CNN is going to look like, okay? And look at that. Now, basically, you're seeing no ads now. You're seeing absolutely no ads. Let me make sure you're seeing the screen I'm seeing here. And I'm going to go back to that, make sure you're seeing the screen I'm seeing now. Actually, this is it, right? So all the ads are gone. You remember? You saw ads, and they're completely gone. And look how much faster it loads. It loads so much faster because there are no banners. If there are empty spots, that was a banner here before. Remember on the top, there was this big banner? There's nothing here right now. If I go back to compare, I'm going to change the screen again so you can see what the other screen looked like. And I'm going to show you what the other screen looked like. And this is the screen with the banner. This is the screen with the banner. And you see the ads, USA Today, USAA Today. This is live. And I'm going to go back to the other banner just to show you the difference. And this is the banner without any ads. There's no banner on the top, and there's nothing on the sides here. Now, here's another amazing thing that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to share the screen with you. So, there is tracking blocker. Very important thing, okay? When you browse the web, there are cookies being dropped on your computer, and people, or the sites, it's not people, it's AI technology that basically tracks everything you do on that website, right? Not only shopping patterns, so they can send you packages, what to buy, what not to buy, but they can look at behavior. Everything we do digitally is we create a behavior and a pattern of behavior. So if we track your pattern, we can easily identify what you do, how you do, where you do, go back into what you've done and create an identity like you, hack into your computer, use your information against you. So here's what I'm going to show you now. We are going to turn the tracking protection on, okay? I turned it on now. Give it a second. Okay, it's on now. Now I'm going to show you what is happening with the site and how it actually works, right? So we're going to share that screen now. We're going to take the same CNN screen that we had before, right? CNN screen now. I'm going the tracking protection on, and look at this feature right here. I'm going to just show you how it works behind the scenes, right? See, I'm keeping it alive so you can see the numbers. Since I'm turning this CNN on right now, I'm assuming that's what you're seeing. Let me make sure that that's actually what you're seeing. Yeah. Okay. You're seeing that from the time we started this session, you basically were able to see how many tracking were going on. So if I'll refresh it, just so you can see it again, we'll refresh that, and let's look at the numbers here. And let's see, anytime I go on a website, you'll see this number change. Look at that. From the minute I turn that on, this is how many times the AI that's operated by CNN or anyone who has banners here trying to, sometimes it could be also installed through ads that you click on, it installed malware on your computer. So right now, since we're talking, and again, it continues to work in the background, it's already blocked 13 attempts. Now, obviously, you can exclude the website if you want. If you say, I don't care, I want that website to track what I'm doing, you can turn it on. But as it is now, it's not allowing anything to be tracked from what you're doing. And basically, just block all the information that it could from what you're doing. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you another feature. Let's go back to the main screen, and we're going to go back to our main IDSEAL Protect site. Now, another feature you can do here is you can basically check if your email has been compromised, and either has been compromised or it was found in a breach. I'm going to check an email that I'll take one of my old emails, okay? And I'm going to see if it has been ever hacked. I haven't checked it in a long time. I was going to take it from Michael Kane, he volunteered, but I'm just going to do my own. So you can see there's nothing I'm afraid of. In other words, what I want you to know, also very important to note, is this is application that installed on your computer, on your device rather. In other words, I don't have access to it. So when you install it, you have license keys and it's on your device. No one can access it but you. So I can't really see what you do unless you're willing to share. If you would call tech support and you have a problem, they might ask you to share your screen. Otherwise, we won't know anything. So I'm going to search my own email and to see if it's ever been hacked. Sorry. Or in the meantime, it gives you some data so you can see what's been happening. And basically, what we're going to find out. Okay, so my email has been found in a couple of breaches. So let's see, for example, MGM Resorts. All right. So it says that in July of 2019, MGM Resorts discovered a data breach of one of the cloud services. The breach included 10.6 million guest records with 3.1 unique email addresses stemming back to 2017. The exposed data included email and physical addresses, names, phone numbers, and date of birth, and was subsequently shared on a popular hacking forum in February 2020. So that's very recent, right? When it was extensively redistributed. The data was provided to HIBP under the bridge, right? So you'll be able to find out if your email has been hacked or part of, not hacked, but rather involved in a hack that it was exposed, the data there was exposed, right? Now, when you go back, you can actually check if your password have ever been pawned or is it safe to use it. So let's take a password that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sure you've never used it, you've never heard of it. So let's just see how safe is the password. And you'll be able to take your own password and put it in there and see, do I want to use it? Do I not? Is it safe? Is it not? How many people have used it, or how many time has been pawned, meaning it has been used in breaches? Okay, so what's it going to do? Okay, so that might not be that safe. This password has been pawned 23,597,000 times, a little over that. And what's amazing is if the password has been pawned, that means people have been using it. The password would not have been pawned successfully if people wouldn't have used it. Think about it. So basically, people have been using the password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's been pawned over 23 million times. So in addition to that, obviously you're going to have another button here eventually, but right now it'll come separate until the first quarter of next year, but you will get antivirus. So excuse me, the good thing about the antivirus here is that it's one of those things that you just install and forget about it. You can schedule it. You can schedule, or you can set it up with different variety or different ways that it controls your data. Or the good thing about it, as I started saying, is that we work constantly. So every few hours, there's this algorithm system, there's a search to see if there are any other risks in the outside in the world, right? If we determine that there's a new risk, what it is, the software will be updated immediately, and you don't have to download any updates. You're not going to get a message, hey, you need to update, it's out of, it's not current. It'll be sent directly to your system and will be updated automatically. When it comes to the cloud backup, you will be able to set up your computer to backup, let's say on a monthly basis, daily basis, every hour, every 2 hours. And all your backup, all your data on your PC will be stored in the cloud. Now, you can choose what you want to be stored or not. You can delete, you can decide that you don't want some information and you only want certain amount of information. Good thing about it, God forbid, let's say you're stuck, you lost your computer, you can access your cloud backup from anywhere. You log into it and you can download the document back to wherever you are working on the document, and then you can bring it back onto the cloud to be restored. And I think, again, I'm very excited about the opportunity and about allowing you to start distributing the product. I think it is an amazing product, and I can tell you, you will not find it anywhere. What we've done, the marketing team has done, they've prepared a comparison table that will show you the main competitors, what features they have. And what we did, we took all those competitors and tried to come up with features that close to what we have at IDSEAL Titan. In Canada, it's called IDSEAL Titan. And we tried to include everything that we can through other companies, put them together, see how much it's going to cost, and not only that, see that the features are equivalent. We couldn't find anyone in Canada, and even in the States for that matter, that has everything we have to offer here under one umbrella for even close to the price we offer it. So we're very excited to offer IDSEAL Titan in Canada, and we didn't stop there. We're going to go next year. It's going to come versions of it without the cloud backup will be in the US available as well. And we're going to continue to Europe next year with the version of the product as well. And I can tell you that we continue and we're going to continue to innovate, find great things. And we're really excited about the partnership with you guys, with ACN, and the opportunity to be here, present the product. Thanks, guys, and looking forward to see you on the road again. Back to you, Greg. Thanks again.
Ron, thank you so much for that tremendous presentation. This is about the fourth time that I've seen this presentation, and I got to tell you, when I hear it again, it reinvigorates me in a big, big way as to what is about to happen for all of Canada with this tremendous service that's going to be nationwide, that everybody needs it. They just need to get exposed to it. And I can't wait to see what's about to happen as we launch this valuable service in Canada. And now we're going to have an opportunity to hear from one of our great leaders. He has really, really gotten excited about this service. Please help me welcome on this call, Mr. Franco LaFranco. Franco, thanks for being on tonight's call, buddy.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Iran. Man, that was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Guys, this is so exciting. I don't think I've ever seen us launch a service that's this competitively priced, this good quality, and that's such great timing ever in my 16 years in ACN. I don't think I've ever seen it. Look, guys, you guys all know that I work both in the U.S. and Canada, right? I go back and forth, the teams both places, and it's been amazing. But I've seen the impact of IDSEAL to U.S. production. It's been incredible for promotions, qualifications, residuals. It's been a godsend during this pandemic. But what we're launching in Canada, guys, honestly, is ridiculous. And look, I'm I consider myself like a normal computer user, right? I consider myself typical. I got Windows 10. And by the way, if you're a Windows 10 user, that's about 3/4 of the population uses Windows, right? So I have to get all this stuff. I have to get the software protection, which is the antivirus, the VPN, the storage backup, the ad blocking. I have to get all that. And I've got all those separately on my computer from different companies because, you guys all know I was in the internet business. So I want to protect myself because I know how dangerous it is out there. So I spent a bunch of money on all those services that I get from different companies. But when I got to see what we were launching with IDSEAL, I was blown away. And I'll tell you why. First of all, if I look at the quality of what we're putting together, it's amazing. It's better quality and at less money when we bundle it all together than what I'm doing right now. Plus, we get to add the dark web monitoring and the Vault on your PC, which, by the way, I am crazy excited about. I'll tell you why. I'm excited about that from a security standpoint. Obviously, I'm a little bit of a understanding the internet stuff. Do you guys know? I don't know if you guys know what ransomware is. Ransomware basically means that somebody gets onto your computer and blocks you from getting out there, and they hold you for ransom. So do you guys know that there's a ransomware attack every 14 seconds, which basically means they block you out of your computer, and you got to pay them to get back on. That's crazy. But what's really dangerous is malware. Malware is super dangerous, and how it gets onto your computer is through email. Okay, so you get an email, you open it up, and you don't even know most times that it's even on your computer now. But what does malware do? It steals your data, damages your device, and monitors all your activity. And do you guys know what are the 5 worst countries for malware attacks, like individual attacks in the world right now? Number 1 is the US, okay, which makes sense, a lot of people, and by far, by the way. Number 2 is China, which makes sense, a lot of people. Number 3 is the UK, also makes sense. But guess what country is number 4 for most malware attacks in the world? Canada. Canada, guys. Number 5 is India, which makes sense, over 1 billion people. But Canada is number 4. So what does that tell you? We got an epidemic in Canada, guys. The estimate is now that about 1/3 of all computers in Canada are infected with malware right now. And people don't even realize it. So we need all the protection we can get. So think about it. With IDSEAL, we get all the protection we need. Plus, we can monitor our information on the dark web with our emails and passwords. Plus, we get the 2 terabit of storage backup on the coolest, I think, it's the coolest looking dashboard I've ever seen. I've got all that stuff with other companies. It doesn't look nearly as cool or as user friendly as to what we got. So I really believe we're going to boom this. So Greg, Tony, Iran, thank you so much. I know how hard you guys have worked to put this all together. This is a really big deal. And I really believe that just with this product alone, we're going to be able to really explode Canada in a big way from coast to coast. So look, and it's not just for computers, obviously, it's also for all mobile devices. So we got everything open to us with this service. It's amazing. So now I'm going to pass it on to, I know Mr. Senior Vice President, Mr. Craig Moyer, because I know he's working really hard right now. He's a tremendous leader, but he is super excited about this service as well. So Mr. Moyer, it's all yours.
Hey, thank you, Franco, and hey, good morning, everybody. I guess good evening. I'm excited to see everybody on today's call, and I'm really excited about the launch of IDSEAL Titan across Canada. I've been with ACN now for 16 years, and some of you guys know, we've had different products and services, but this is the one product it's kind of unique, guys. It's available to everybody. It doesn't matter where you live, whether you're rural or not, whether you're in a Zoom market or a non-Zoom market. It's going to be available coast to coast to everybody. The price point, I think $23.99, is super competitive. Everybody can afford that, whether you do the monthly or the quarterly option. And you've got to remember, too, there's no install. There's no modem. There's no technician. So you're going to have very little issues or challenges with acquiring customers, knowing that it's a matter of just going online and ordering the Titan service. So I'm excited about it. Everything that we heard about in Charlotte at the big meeting with all the top producers with regards to this product impressed me. I know that I already use some of the features that it has. So to bundle them together, like the storage, for example, I'm already paying for that. So to bundle it together now makes complete sense for me to have that. I know I would sign up for it, so I'm going to be able to get a ton of customers. And I'm excited. This is our chance, guys. Some of you guys have been waiting a long time for this. And this is our opportunity to get a lot of customers in every market across Canada with a really competitively priced product in IDSEAL Titan. So thanks, Franco. Thanks for the intro. And I'm going to turn the call over to Senior Vice President, my mom, Teresa Moyer.
Thanks, Craig. Hi, everyone. My name is Teresa Moyer. I'm a Senior Vice President with ACN. I live in Victoria, British Columbia. And believe it or not, when I got started with ACN, the only service we offered was long distance. And I've just been very fortunate enough to see the company go through exponential growth with more services, a launch of more countries. And I'm super excited about the launch of the next service here in Canada, IDSEAL Titan. ACN just keeps getting better for all of us. And some of you might be like me, I knew cybercrime was out there. I just didn't ever think it was going to happen to me. And then last year, I saw a demo in the United States of IDSEAL in the States, and I just realized how vulnerable we all are. So I got excited about IDSEAL Titan being launched here in Canada. And, as I was focusing on the service coming to Canada, they say, be careful what you focus on. Because on September the 1st, 2020, so just over 2 months ago, I logged onto my bank account, and I have one account that I have all alert protection on it, money going in, money going out. So I felt very secure about that and my password. But I clicked on an account that I don't use very often, and to my shock, I had this sick feeling in my stomach. Tens of thousands of dollars had been stolen out of my account the day before. So all in one 24-hour period, and less than that actually, all this money had been taken, stolen out of my account. So after hours and hours and days, a lot of stress, 8 trips to the bank, the fear of not getting my money back, and hours on the phone. Thankfully, I got my money back. But I wouldn't wish this to happen on anybody I know, and I certainly don't want to go through that experience again. So a couple of weeks ago, when a lot of the leaders in North America got together in North Carolina with the co-founders, I was super excited to see that IDSEAL Titan was being launched very soon in Canada. And I did a demo similar to what you saw just now and showed us some features of the IDSEAL Titan. Now, IDSEAL Titan has a lot of fantastic features, but there was 2 that got me super excited. One was the virus protection that's included in it, and the other one was the vault. Now the vault goes and allows you to store all your passwords. It allows you to store special documents, any financial documents. It encrypts them and puts them in that vault so nobody can get access to them. And that's exactly how the bank figured they took all that money out of my account, is somehow they got access to my passwords. So I'm excited. I will be the first customer to sign up for IDSEAL Titan here in Canada, and I look forward to offering this protection to all my friends and family and anybody that I know. So here I am as a live testimonial for all of you to build IDSEAL Titan here in Canada. So thanks very much, everyone. I just want to pass it back to Senior Vice President Simon Aboud. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Teresa, for the wonderful introduction. And thank you for all your amazing leadership. You guys have been an incredible example for everyone in Canada. I also want to thank Craig, your son, for speaking to us here today. Franco for his wonderful few words. Really, guys, we are living something incredible right now. So real quick, I've been a part of ACN now for over 15 years. So I've seen lots. I've seen lots of different moments. I've seen lots of different things. And I could tell every single person listening today that there are some unique window of times where when some very particular things happen, we've seen over the last 15 plus years, the organization grow at a very accelerated pace. And people get to reach positions faster than ever before, get to help new individuals produce results faster than ever before. And when we have momentum and we see people grow, incredible things happen. Confidence comes in the marketplace, results come for people, and that is what propels the business to a whole other level. And if I had to characterize what throughout the years has been necessary for these waves of momentum, one of the things is obviously continued work from the leadership, being an example, being the pace setter, taking daily action, all out massive action to grow your business. But one of the external factors is one of those that is completely outside of our control as IBOs in this business is the company releasing some new products and services. Every single time we've had a new exciting product and service, the business has taken off. Well, the moment has come. We're literally weeks away from the launch nationwide. We've been waiting for this for a long time. A product that will be available from coast to coast in every single province, both in French and in English. Oui, les gens du Québec, pour vous aussi. A product that is not comparable. There is no other product on the market that is exactly like the one that we're offering. Something that once people get used to using, they will not be able to live without. And an incredible way to add customer points, to add to your residual income, and to help the business grow. People, when they try this service, we've had a chance to check it out with Iran a couple of days ago. And I got to tell you, typing in some of the emails of people and seeing just how many times some of those emails were breached, it just gives you a tremendous sense of security to know that you have a little bit more control on what's going on with your identity and protecting your computer, protecting your private information, protecting your camera, protecting your audio. Every single time I go on social networks today, I see ads from things that I've never even typed to no one. It's not even information I searched on Google. They're things I was talking to someone about. I just feel like people are listening to me on my phone all the time. But with this new protection mechanism, a lot of these things could be addressed. So I couldn't be more excited about having a new, unique service in the market that is coast to coast in both French and English that will help people get more customer points, more billing volume to reach positions, and just help so many more people reach new levels of success with our company. So, Greg, I want to thank you on behalf of all of the IDEALs throughout Canada, not only you, but obviously all of your partners, the co-founders of IDSEAL, for coming through one more time with something that will just help us revolutionize our business and adapt to the new conditions in the market. When people get used to this, they'll be very, very excited when they get more information, and it's all thanks to your incredible work leading this company. So thank you so much, Mr. Greg Provenzano, for everything you do, and I'll give the mic back to you.
Well, there you have it, everyone. You heard from all of these top leaders that have a presence in Canada. You've heard from Iran, who was instrumental in putting this service together for you. Tony Kupis, I'm excited as well. I can't wait to see what the service is going to do in your building efforts throughout all of Canada. That's going to start in December. So what would I do if I were you right now? This is the month of November. I would pre-position myself and everybody in my organization about what is about to happen in Canada, and I would start it right now. During the month of November, I would have record numbers of PBZs. I would talk about the service that's coming. I would get people in the month of November actually to take advantage of the quick start bonus that we have. Position these people in advance of this launch of this new service. And so for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I would go on a recruiting frenzy. I would go on a building frenzy. Make sure every single person in your organization is taking advantage of the customer acquisition bonuses that we have, the fast start bonuses that we have. The positioning and the timing that we're in right now could never be better. The story is more compelling now than it ever has been. And I would expose as many people as I could to this wonderful opportunity, and about to get better. And so we would not be doing this call, I promise you, if we did not feel that this was going to be a game changer for the Canadian market. That's the way that we're all feeling. We hope we instill this belief in you tonight so that you can generate as much excitement and momentum as possible during the month of November in advance of all these things that are about to happen in Canada. So have a great night, everybody. God bless all of you. Thanks for your time. Let's do something big. Let's position ourselves to have a tremendous 2021. Take care.